The last time we saw Darth Maul in the flesh, in the Clone Wars, was Season 5, Episode 16.
Recap!
Darth Sidious traveled to Mandalore, confronts Maul, Sidious kills Maul's brother, Savage Opress. Sidious told Maul he's been replaced, Maul gets mad, dukes it out with Sidious, Maul gets bested, Maul pleads for mercy, and the episode ends with Darth Sidious saying, "Do not worry, I'm not going to kill you, I have other uses for you." And that's it. But the story continued. A 4-part comic miniseries called Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, bridges the gap between that Clone Wars episode from Season 5 and his appearance in Season 7. So, what happened during that time?
Quick run through.
Darth Maul is being held in a secret prison on Stygian. Sidious's long-term goal is to kill Mother Talzin, using Maul to lure her in. Sidious tells Dooku that his history with Dathomir goes back further than he thinks. Maul actually came to him as a child, and Mother Talzin's spite for Sidious runs deep. A group of Mandalorians come down to save Maul from the prison. They release him from the clutches of Darth Sidious. His imprisonment doesn't last very long, and neither does his escape, but it's all intentional. The escaping ship with Maul on board was tracked to the planet Zanzibar. Dooku orders Grievous and his forces to engage Maul, but not to kill him, just hurt him, weaken his forces, injure his pride. Maul is given back his lightsaber. His crime cronies are still loyal to him.
Victory or death. Victory or death.
Incoming attack, Badow, Shoom, Thoom. Big battle between Separatists and the Mandos with Maul. The droids overwhelm the Mandalorians.
Arrgh!
Maul escapes, which was the plan all along, because they're trying to lure out Mother Talzin. Maul meditates. He connects with Mother Talzin. Talzin tells Darth Maul to bring his fleet to Ord Mantell. She's trying to outplay Sidious and be one step ahead of him. She knows Maul's escape wasn't an accident. Maul talks to his allies, says Grievous and Dooku's forces are thin and vulnerable and that they can attack them directly. They're basically laying a trap. Grievous and Dooku head to Ord Mantell. They know a huge fleet is amassing there. Maul sets his plan in motion. Mother Talzin sends Night Brothers as reinforcements. The Separatists arrive. Badow, Vavum, Boom, Thoom.
Victory or death.
Big battle takes place. The trap hatches. Maul's warships attack Grievous's ship, and at the same time, Dooku is surrounded by the Night Brothers. Bunch of fighting, bunch more fighting. Maul captures Grievous, tells Grievous to disconnect the droid's command signal. He does. Dooku gets captured as well. Palpatine talks to Windu. They're gonna try to capture both Dooku and Maul while they're fighting against one another. Obi-Wan is trying to piece together what happened on Ord Mantell. They find a Mando helmet. The puzzle becomes clearer. Maul talks to Sidious. Sidious tells Maul to kill Grievous and Dooku. He has no use for them anymore. Maul then talks to Dooku one-on-one. He tries to convince Dooku to serve him. Mother Talzin pops up, confronts Dooku. Talzin tells Dooku that Maul is her son, and that when Sidious realized Maul's potential, he took Maul from her and trained him as a Sith. Talzin tells Dooku that Sidious will betray him as soon as he has no use for him, so she offers up an alliance. Republic forces then attack Maul's location. Grievous escapes for the millionth time in Star Wars history. Obi-Wan's forces land in a hangar. Maul and Dooku join up to confront the Jedi. Lots of fighting, more fighting, big boom. Maul and Dooku escape together. We see Windu talking to Palpatine, and Palpatine plays his game of deception. Windu then thinks that Dooku is the Sith Master that they've been looking for a very long time, and Maul is his apprentice. We see that Black Sun and Pike leadership are losing confidence in Maul. They've lost a lot of territory for what they see as Maul's personal crusade. Maul just wants Sidious out of the picture. Dooku says that Maul is learning that seizing control is much easier than maintaining it. I love this little lesson. Maul takes Dooku to Dathomir. Mother Talzin says it's time to eliminate Dooku. She begins to draw Dooku's life force from him so she can fully take form. Maul tells Dooku that Mother Talzin sacrificed much of her own form to resurrect him, to resurrect Maul. And that's why Dooku has been unable to detect her? Through Dooku's blood, a new power will rise from the roots of Dathomir. And then wham bam yeehaw, Sidious and Grievous are in orbit. They cloak their ship and they attack. Dooku is under Mother Talzin's control. Lots of fighting. Kazid, Vum, Vivish, Talzin becomes whole. We see Black Sun and Pike leadership pretty much dipping out of their business partnership with Maul or losing even more confidence in it. A huge separatist fleet is knocking on Dathomir's door. Mother Talzin fights Sidious. Lots of lightning fingers. Maul throws Grievous on a big stunt mattress so he can survive for the billionth time in Star Wars. It becomes Dooku and Sidious against Talzin and Maul and force lightning zapping. Mother Talzin holds on as long as she can, but Maul has to retreat. She sacrifices herself for her son and dies only moments after she took full form. Maul then escapes. Sidious tells Dooku that this is all going as he's foreseen, and that's that. It looks like if you have a Kindle, all of these issues are currently free. So check that out. Definitely pick up these issues. There's way more nuance than what I presented here, than what I glossed over here. There's great panels, great dialogue. Trust me, you're missing out if you're just listening to me play catch up by reading you the cliff notes. Apparently, this entire 4-issue miniseries was originally an episode of the Clone Wars called The Enemy of My Enemy, which obviously never got made because the Clone Wars got canceled. Which makes me wonder why this episode, or maybe what would have been an arc, wasn't included in what we now know to be Season 7. And this is pure speculation, but maybe back when this comic came out in 2014, and even before that, when they were making the thing, maybe they didn't really know they were going to continue the Clone Wars show. And maybe this comic miniseries was just an initiative to finish up some loose story elements that got left behind. Because in terms of information that will continue the Clone Wars, this is kind of important. You know, this information's pretty important. But I think the way they're gonna do it is, if I had to guess, they're gonna cram everything that just happened in these 4 issues, and they're gonna condense it in the opening narration, you know? That's my guess. That's completely plausible. I feel like that's the only way they can do it. It almost has to be the case. Anyway, we'll see. HelloGreedo, out.